What's up, guys? It's Lordburger from Dueling Duo. To kick off the YouTube channel, we're gonna do a main deck profile for me and the Forbidden Duelist. I main Blackwings. Blackwings sound really crappy, but with this deck, I have beaten the unbeatable. Top tier metas, all this retarded crap, and I will show you why. So first off, I'll start with the main deck, then I'll do some extra deck ideas and some side deck ideas. So to start off, one Dark Arm Dragon. This is a dark deck, so he comes in handy a lot of times. Next, two Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn. Three Blackwing Sure the Blue Flame. Three Blackwing Bore the Spear. One Zephyros the Elite. The reason I only use one is because this effect can only be activated once per duel. Three Kalutes. Wait. Three Blizzards. Two Gale. He recently got limited to 2, so I just added a second Gale to this deck. One Gladius for special summoning, and in case you need some defense, and he's also a fodder for Icarus attack and also a great for synchros. Last monster is Caligo Clawcrow. He's kind of like Gladius, great for synchros, fodders for Icarus attack, and in case you need a defense for no reason. Spell cards. One Allure of Darkness. 3 Black Whirlwinds. This is very essential to the entire deck. If these got limited or banned, I would probably quit playing Blackwings, because this is the whole consistency of the entire deck. 1 Book of Moon. 1 Bora does piercing damage, and with Sirocco you can add all your attack to Bora, so this can be used for an OTK. 1 Dark Hole. I would do Raigeki, but I don't have one at the moment. I will switch this out with Raigeki as soon as I get one, since that got limited to 1. 2 MSTs. If you run 3, that ruins the entire consistency of the deck. With 2, you don't have a chance of drawing 3 in your top deck. So 1 Pot of Duality, and that is it for the spells. The reason I don't run 2 or 3 is because this deck runs a lot on special summoning, and if I have 3 Pots of Dualities in my first hand, for 1 I can only use one per turn, 2 I can't special summon, 3 I'm screwed. Traps. 2 Black Sonic just got added. They're great for things that can't be destroyed by card effect. 1 Bottomless. 2 Breakthrough Skill. I did have Fiendish Chain, but those can be easily destroyed by MST. Breakthrough Skill is great because with Fiendish Chain, let's say someone summons Card D and use Fiendish Chain, they can still tribute it because it's a cost and its effect still happens and it gets a draw 2. Breakthrough Skill, they can tribute the card, but they won't be able to draw 2. Uno Compulsory. 1 Delta Crow. This thing screws people like Ophion set 5. Okay, this will rape their entire back row. It's gone. 3 Icarus attack. This is one of the main parts of this deck, because Icarus attack, screw you. The Forbidden Duelist, his main deck, this screws his entire main deck. Also, the fodder I was talking about, Gladius and Caligo Clawcrow, great fodders for Icarus attack. Plus, if you have a Blizzard in your hand, you can use Icarus attack and then re-special summon that monster you just sent to the graveyard. And last but not least, One Solemn Warning. Great for killing freaking Pendulum summons and basically kills the Clip Courts. And if for some reason you're versing a deck that summons Shooting Quasar, this will negate a summon. He can't negate it, and he won't be able to summon Shooting Star Dragon. And that is the entirety of the main deck. There's 40 cards. So basically how it would work is your top hand, let's say you get Ashura, a Kalute, Black Whirlwind, Icarus Attack, and I don't know, Bottomless. Okay, this is a great starting hand because Black Whirlwind with you can basically add anything from the deck to any monster from the deck to your hand that's a Blackwing monster besides Sirocco. So you could add Gale to your hand, special summon, have the attack of your opponent's monster. You could go for a Synchro. You could attack, will destroy their opponent or your opponent's monster. Special summon another card from your deck. More special summon, more synchro summoning. But that would be an example of a starting hand. So for the extra deck, I recommend things like I don't know if I'd recommend Catastor anymore. I'd really switch him out for Armades because there's a lot of dark decks like Burning Abyss. This has no effect on Burning Abyss. With Armades, there's a lot of people that run traps. They can't even activate anything when you attack. So that's a Blackwing Armed Wing. This is for let's say if you summon Blizzard and special summon a level 4 from your graveyard, Armed Wing can be synchro summoned. When it attacks a defense position monster, it gains 500 attack and inflicts piercing. Another good one is Black Rose Dragon, Blackwing Armor Master, Crimson Blader, and Beals. Those are just some examples. You can add things like Goyo Guardian. Basically, you can add Mistworm, Star Eater, Leo. Anything's really good with this deck because you can summon almost any level of synchro. I do run Xyz in this deck. I run only rank 4s because if I run rank 3s, that would waste up space in my extra deck. Things like Ice Beast Zero Fine. This is a great card. It can only be Xyz summoned with 2 level 4 Wing Beast monsters. When you detach, all effects that your opponent controls that are all monster effects that your opponent controls, they're negated. This card gains 300 attack for every monster on the field except this card. Well, every effect monster. And Gaga Cowboy. In case you want to do an OTK, you didn't do quite enough damage and you need to use Gaga to go for the win. A card I might recommend is number 82, Heartland Draco. You can use it for Black Whirlwind to do a direct attack if you want. I don't usually use them that often though. And last but not least, the side deck. Some cards I recommend for the side deck are Soul Drain. Kills almost any meta that runs with graveyards, like Burning Abyss, Light Sworns, a lot of things. Royal Decree kills Exodia that aren't FTK, mostly deep draw Exodia. Anything that runs a lot of traps like Evil Swarms. Like even my deck, it would kill my deck. But Rivalry of Warlords. This deck runs off Winged Beast except one dragon and maybe a couple different type synchros. But in case your opponent's running a bunch of random crap monsters, like a Shooting Quasar deck, you're versing a Synchron Shooting Quasar deck, this screws them over. And Dimensional Fissure, this kills anything that runs Graveyard. This can hurt you a little bit if you side it in, but not. It doesn't really. You can use it after summoning all of your monsters, after synchro summoning and all of that. Basically, kill your opponent, and that's it. I'd like, comment, subscribe. Please give any suggestions to this deck, to the page. Suggestion about anything. You can send a message to the page or to the channel. You can send a message to our Facebook page. You can leave a comment. Anything that you feel like telling us. We will have more deck profiles. We'll have card openings. We'll have duels. We might even record a little bit of regionals, possibly nationals. But thanks for watching.